For those of you who have not accessed the portal, you better start doing so now. Out of this, 34,500 have been validated and awaiting payment. And out of that number, as at yesterday, 15,000 students had received their alerts for payment. This is just the beginning. And today, with our student educators, parents and development partners, I'm pleased to declare the no-fee stress policy officially launched. Our institutions, and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong.
God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong, both to defend forever the cost of freedom above. Please help me complete the relics, complete the Ghana's national anthem down there, the comment section, if you have time to do so. My name is Lillian, just in case you are new here. And of course, to all of you, my OGs, I really appreciate you for always coming back. Please don't forget to give this video a like, and please do it to hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Guys, something that I thought was just a rumor, even though I kind of believed it, but I thought it would take a while for that to be implemented. I mean, I'm talking about the free education, free first year of university, including College of Education and all the public-owned universities in Ghana. So the first year of uni, that fees that made some of us unable to attend a conventional university due to the fact that we could not afford it, is now free for Ghanaian students. So you do not have a problem anymore. All you have to do once you are given admission into any of the public universities, colleges of education, school of nursing. Now, my mood is supposed to be lighter than this, right? I want to apologize. I'm not feeling like that. I am happy for Ghana. But right now, let's go take a look at the president of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, and I have an apology to make to some of you later if you are patient enough. Now, let's take a look at that announcement by the president.
Thank you very much. Kindly be seated. Thank you, Honorable Minister for Education, Haruna Idrisu, for those kind words. Let me begin by acknowledging and thanking Dasibre Kwekubwating, the third, the Omanhene of New Drabin traditional area, Nana Drabin Sewa, the third, the Omanhema of New Drabin traditional area, and your traditional chiefs who have accompanied you here. We thank you for lending your royal presence to this occasion. Thank you very much. God bless you. Members of the Council of State, Chief of Staff, Ministers of State and senior government officials, Members of Parliament, Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives, the CEO of the Student Loan Trust and your team, regional chairmen and functionaries of the NDC, principals of colleges of education and stakeholders in our education sector, the clergy, my cherished students, because of whom we are gathered here today, our friends from the media, the good people of Ghana. I want to make a few comments before I go into my speech. When your college was chosen as the venue for the no-fee stress policy launch, I asked what one of the pressing needs in the college was so that we could reward you for hosting the initiative. And wait, it's coming. And I was told that you are in dire need of a male hostel. And so I came, I consulted the Get Fund and everybody with the intention of pledging a male hostel. When your principal spoke, he said the priority need is a multipurpose lecture hall and auditorium. And so I consulted the Minister of Education and I said, shall we withdraw the male hostel and replace it with a multipurpose lecture hall? And the Minister of Education said, no, add the multipurpose lecture hall. So allocation, luckily the Get Fund boss is here. So allocation is going to be made in their next budget for a male hostel and a multipurpose lecture hall complex and auditorium. In addition, your principal raised the issue of mobility, vehicles. The Ministry of Education has its program already. This year they are ordering 66-seater buses for tertiary education institutions, and your college will benefit from one of them. And they are also ordering 50 vehicles for principals of colleges of education. So your principal will also benefit from one vehicle. So principal, we don't need to leave any of the vehicles we brought behind. Yours is coming. Manage with the 18-year-old for the meantime. No, but thank you very much, all of you. I think today is a very pleasant day to celebrate. And I must tell you that this initiative was born out of the real lives of some people that we had seen. There is a girl who received admission to the University of Development Studies, and her story was carried by the social media. I'm sure several of you would have seen it. She was sitting by her mother and they were roasting plantain, and apparently this girl had qualified for medicine in the University of Development Studies, but her mother didn't have the money to pay the academic fees for her to register, and so she had to sit by her mother to roast the plantain, hoping that they'll be able to raise enough money. We looked out for her, we found her and found her mother, and so we took her to the university. We paid the academic fees for her, and we not only paid the academic fees for her, we asked UDS to give us her fees for the whole course, and they gave it to us. And we paid her fees until she finishes university. So that was one of the stories that moved us to put into the manifesto the no fee stress policy. The second was a brilliant young man who had qualified to do engineering in the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Tech. And again, there was a story in the social media of him going to the farm. School had opened, he had not gone to register because his family had not yet harvested their crops to sell and be able to raise the money for him to go. So again, we had to intervene and sort out the academic fees for the young man to go to school. So we realized that these are not isolated stories. These are real stories of people. We have free compulsory universal basic education in Ghana. And then we have introduced the free SHS program. So most parents do not pay anything for the education of their children until they finish senior high school. Then suddenly they are hit with the shock of having to cough up significant amounts of money to be able to put their children through tertiary education. And so we said, at least for the first year, give the child the opportunity to enter the institution without stress and get the opportunity to register onto the student loan trust and apply for support to pay subsequent fees. So that was the thinking that went into the no fees stress policy. And I'm very happy that we are here today to launch it. I was watching on the social media and I saw students dancing and jumping. Some wanted to jump from upstairs. And the person who sent me the video, I said, why, what's wrong with these students? And he said, so they just got alerts for their no fee stress money. And so all of you who haven't applied, especially in the colleges of education, some people in colleges of education think that they are not part of it. All of you in the colleges of education, in nursing training colleges, in the public, all the other public tertiary institutions, you qualify for the no fee stress policy. And so now it gives me immense joy to join you here today in Koforidua, a city steeped in learning and leadership, to launch an initiative that speaks directly to the heart of our national aspirations, the right of every Ghanaian child to access tertiary education, regardless of family income, social background, or place of birth. Today we launched the no fee stress policy, a bold, equity-driven intervention designed to remove financial barriers to entry into public tertiary institutions. Beginning this academic year, the state will cover the academic-related fees of all first-year students admitted in our public universities, colleges of education, technical universities, and nursing training institutions, who in many cases would otherwise have had to forego their dreams for lack of funds. This policy is more than a budgetary item. It is a moral, constitutional, and developmental initiative. Far too many of our young people have worked hard to pass their exams and earn a place in our tertiary institutions, only to be turned away because their families cannot afford the upfront academic fees that have to be paid. Let the numbers speak for themselves. In 2022-2023 academic year, over 150,000 students were admitted to could not take up these admissions due to the inability to pay the academic related fees. Data from the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission reveals that many more have had to defer or drop out of their programs each year for this very reason. A student in a college of education, for instance, receives a monthly allowance of 200 cedis in the 2024-25 academic year, but was expected to pay 1,362 Ghana cedis as admission fees. In nursing colleges, the fees were even higher. Receiving the same 200 cedis a month, they were required to pay 2,340 Ghana cedis as admission fees. The annual student loan of 2,550 cedis falls far short in covering university academic related fees, which in some cases are as high as 8,000 cedis. And the tragedy is that they are required to pay these fees when they have not yet had the opportunity to register for the student loan scheme. These are not just statistics. Behind each number I mentioned is a face and a dream deferred. Tertiary education is not just about a certificate. It is the engine that powers a modern society. It is the engine that creates teachers, doctors, engineers, scientists, entrepreneurs, and public servants. It spurs innovation, it deepens civic responsibility, and fosters national identity. According to the World Bank, Every additional year of tertiary education increases an individual's earning by up to 17% in developing countries. And yet, according to the 2021 Population and Housing Census of Ghana, only 18% of Ghanaians aged 18 and above have completed tertiary education. This means over 80% of our adult population lacks post-secondary qualification. In a nation that is striving to build a resilient, knowledge-driven economy, this gap is one we cannot afford to maintain. The no-fee stress policy has been designed with deliberate inclusivity and scalability. Its key components include the no academic fees policy. Under this policy, the government will cover the academic-related fees for all first-year students admitted to public tertiary institutions. Then the second of the no-fee stress policy is the Student Loan Plus initiative. This is a restructured financing model that provides enhanced support for continuing students with expanded eligibility and simplified access. And as you were just informed, next year the money allocated to the student loan scheme is going to be doubled. And so you will also expect a doubling of your student loan. Then we also have the free tertiary education for persons with disability. To ensure full inclusion and compliance with our obligations under the Disability Act, all persons with disability shall have free tertiary education from first year until they complete. And as I told you already, there will be increased student loan amounts which will reflect the real cost of tertiary education, and it will be adjusted annually for inflation. We also have diversified student funding mechanism, including targeted scholarships for underrepresented communities and disciplines that are vital to our national development. In addition, students in fee-paying programs without regular track equivalents will receive a reimbursement of up to 2,500 cedis for their academic fees. Ladies and gentlemen, this policy is complementary, it's not substitutionary. It does not replace existing allowances and loans, but it lightens the heaviest burden, that is the cost of entry, that keeps thousands of brilliant students outside the gates of institutions like this. This policy is not about welfare, it is about fairness. It is about restoring dignity to the Ghanaian student. It is about affirming that the right to education is not a privilege for only the wealthy, but it's a shared national inheritance. Education is the grand equalizer. It bridges the gap between where a child is born and what the child can become. This policy ensures that geographical location, gender, disability, or socio-economic background will no longer determine who can sit in a university lecture hall. Across the world, countries are embracing the value of publicly supported tertiary education. In Germany, public universities charge no tuition fees, not even for most international students. In Norway, Finland, and Scotland, all these countries have adopted similar models, recognizing that education is not a cost to be feared, but it is an investment to be protected. These countries have, as a result, developed highly skilled populations, reduced youth unemployment, and increased social mobility and enhanced civic engagement.
I'm very happy. I'm going to interview a legend, the strongman, Zuzu Azuma Nelson.
Ghana must not be left behind. We must prioritize our people's intellectual capital as our greatest asset. Let me use this occasion to call upon all our stakeholders. To my students, this opportunity is yours to seize, focus, excel, and commit yourselves to serving your nation, Ghana. To our tertiary institutions, implement this policy with transparency, compassion, and excellence, and let us make this a model of effective public delivery. To the private sector and our development partners, I invite you to co-invest in this future through endowment funds, bursary schemes, and public-private financing models that extend the reach and sustainability of this initiative. Let us work together to raise a generation of Ghanaians who are confident, skilled, and ready to build a prosperous and united nation. Mr. Chairman, as we were told, 150,000 students have so far accessed the portal. And for those of you who have not accessed the portal, you better start doing so now. Out of this, 34,500 have been validated and are awaiting payment. And out of that number, as at yesterday, 15,000 students had received their alerts for payment. This is just the beginning. And today, with our student educators, parents, and development partners, I'm pleased to declare the no-fee stress policy officially launched. Let it be known across this land that from today no Ghanaian child will be denied entry into tertiary education simply because they cannot afford the academic fees. This is a path to a more just society. This is how to build a future where no dream is deferred and no potential is wasted. And I'm pleased to inform you that we're also working on your trainee allowances. And soon you will start receiving alerts for your trainee allowances too. This time we're structuring it in a way where you will receive it monthly. And so the accountant, you let me finish. The Accountant General's Department is going to be responsible for it. So anytime they load salaries for your fathers, your parents who are working, they will load your trainee allowances too onto your phones. In conclusion, in launching this initiative, we also fulfill our constitutional mandate under Article 38(3) of the 1992 Constitution, which enjoins the state to provide equal access to university or equivalent education to all Ghanaians. We are building a Ghana where opportunity is not inherited but created, a Ghana where education is not rationed by class or by cash, but granted by merit and upheld by the collective will of our people. And so I pray that God bless the youth of Ghana, may God bless our institutions, and may God bless our homeland Ghana, and make our nation great and strong.
And there you have it. Congratulations, my friends, the good people of Ghana. I am happy for you. Please protect these initiatives, okay? The president has done his part. It is left for you, Ghanaians, to protect what you have, not by hating, but by making sure that these agencies are well protected, by holding the officials, the people in charge accountable, so it don't have to become something that people give out to their friends because they like that friend. They give it to that friend's child, even when that child is supposed to be an international student. I am a foreigner living in Ghana. I'm yet to get my Ghanaian citizenship. That means I am not, none of my kids except for the one that is a Ghanaian is qualified for this. I am fully aware of that, and I'm not looking forward to having any of my kids go take advantage of this when they are not due for it, except for our beloved little Wendy that is a Ghanaian. In her case, there is nothing I can do. This is her only country. Of course, she has Nigeria as her second country. As for her there, anywhere you see her, rolling and enjoying all these things, please let it be known that I did not forge it, okay? I did not bribe to get it. Like I said earlier, pardon my mood, okay? I'm happy for Ghana, but I am sad for myself because I don't know what to say. A lot of you understand, right? I think I should put my own problems away and just rejoice with you guys. Maybe miracle will happen. And the sad thing about my own country, even if Tinubu decide to implement all this, the people in charge will do otherwise. So you have good leaders and you have good citizens. We have not good leaders and we have bad citizens. Do you understand? Anyways, I'm happy for you all. No wonder my Veronica is now selling perfume. I have placed order and then she said she's going to deliver perfume to me. Some of the perfumes to me because I want to buy. I wonder how you get money to start a business. My girl, I'm talking about my daughter's teacher that I invited here the other time. She has started selling body spray and the rest. So she's selling that to her colleagues on campus. I'm so happy for all of you. I will find out from her though. It's going to be private. I'm going to find out if she has been able to access her own, and I'm so happy for everyone. I'm happy for you guys. God will continue to bless Ghana, and please continue to protect your country because you've already changed my life. Yeah, you've changed my life, but you might not know it. I'm still struggling, but I'm here today because of you guys. Without you, I would not have been here. God sent me here, and then here I am finding purpose in life, all thanks to you. But I'm happy and proud of myself that I have loved you even when I didn't see all this coming. I have loved you genuinely and I am proud of myself for that, and my love for you will never die. These initiatives are strictly for Ghanaians. I hope you understand. I don't want to hear any story. A Ghanaian woman, you go and marry a Nigerian man. You don't know that he has kids in Nigeria. You marry him, he just because you marry him, he becomes a citizen. He will go and pack his family. You understand? He will go and pack his family and come break your heart. So don't sell your country out, okay? If you catch me in the act, do not forget to disgrace me, okay? Anyways, I'll see you in my next video, okay? Bye.